Hello Tech World and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at this new ultra-wide monitor that I purchased from my friendly Micro Center. I want to start this video by first thanking everyone for subscribing to the channel as we've just reached 1,000 subscribers. This could not be done without all of your support. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by, and if you're subscribed to the channel, thanks for coming back. Without further ado, let's get to the monitor. The monitor that we're taking a look at today is the Samsung SJ55W 34-inch 2K monitor. Straight out of the box, we get the monitor, the stand, the manual, HDMI cable, and the power brick. When it comes to assembling the monitor, it's quite easy and simple. The only additional tool you'll need is a screwdriver, and that's it. It shouldn't take you more than a few seconds to assemble. When it comes to the build and the aesthetic of this monitor, the stand is very sturdy and durable. The stand comes in a Y shape, which is not my favorite due to the fact that the stand takes up so much space on my desk. If you're looking for a monitor in which you can adjust the height and swivel, well, this is not that monitor, as this monitor only allows for tilt. Now, I know we just named some cons, but there are a lot of pros to this monitor, which you'll hear later in the video. As for the specs on this monitor, again, it's a 34-inch 2K monitor with a refresh rate of 75 Hz with a response time of 4 milliseconds. As for the aspect ratio on this monitor, it has an aspect ratio of 21:9. It's a VA panel, which means that this monitor has good black uniformity as well as contrast. The monitor comes with AMD FreeSync technology and HDR. In terms of ports, this monitor comes with 2 HDMI ports and 1 display port. When it comes to getting that full 75 Hz, you can get that whether you're using DisplayPort or via HDMI. When it comes to productivity, this monitor definitely gets the job done. It's exactly the reason why I wanted an ultra-wide. It gives me more real estate when it comes to multitasking. I'm able to write my scripts and watch a YouTube video all on the same screen. It's strange to see how an additional 7 inches can make the biggest difference. As a content creator, this monitor definitely makes things easier for me. I had been considering getting an ultra-wide monitor for a while now, but never thought I needed it. Looking back at myself now, I feel foolish for not getting one sooner. If you're thinking of playing competitive games with this monitor, I'd highly suggest you look somewhere else, as this is not the monitor you should purchase for competitive gaming. I also wouldn't advise using a 34-inch monitor in general for FPS games, as it's just too much screen in my opinion. I did try Call of Duty on this monitor, but it didn't feel the same on this monitor due to the low refresh rate, the 4 millisecond response time, and the screen just being too big for me. Now, I'm not saying this monitor is terrible for gaming, because it's not. When it comes to gaming, I prefer to play story-driven games, as anything over 60 frames is enough. I enjoy playing games such as Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, Cyberpunk 2077, The Division 2, and more. Trust me when I say there are a lot of games that support ultra-wide, and those were just a few names to just say the least. If you're worried about whether a game supports ultra-wide, then definitely make sure to do your research before purchasing an ultra-wide monitor. When it comes to audio, the Samsung SJ55W does not include speakers, but there is an audio jack in which you can plug in some speakers for audio use. I plugged in my Logitech speakers, which handles the job with no problem. Now let's talk entertainment. Watching YouTube videos, anime, or some of my favorite shows on this monitor has been a blast. Now, watching most shows, their aspect ratios are 16:9, which means that my shows are not fully covering the whole screen, which for me is not okay. But luckily, there is a way of fixing this so that you're able to watch all your shows in 21:9, so the whole screen is covered. All you'll need to do is go to Google and search Zoom to Fill. This is an extension that you're able to add so that you can adjust the aspect ratio on your show. Once you click on the page, it'll give you the option to download the extension. Once downloaded, all you'll need to do is make sure to click on the extension when watching a show and switch the aspect ratio to 21:9. And now your show is covering the whole screen. This extension was definitely a game changer when it comes to watching shows. When it comes to changing some settings on your monitor, it's quite easy, as the back button makes things quite simple to use. I had no issue going to the menu and changing some settings to fit my personal needs. I've had so much fun these past few days playing around with this monitor. It's been great. Again, it's not perfect and it's not for everyone, and it's not the most decked out monitor there is on the market, but for what I needed it for, it did the job perfectly. Overall, I would recommend this ultra-wide monitor, especially for the price at which I got this monitor for. I was able to get this at Micro Center on sale for $200. I'm not sure how long this deal will be for, so definitely check it out before the deal is gone if you have a Micro Center near you. If you've never had an ultra-wide like me, then give it a go. As always, it's been a pleasure, Tech World, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.